How to teach your child to say no. As a parent, it is important for you to teach your child to say no. There are times when a person needs to say no. We are in a world where people cannot say no anymore. And these are the things which are affecting most teens. Situations which are beyond human perception, where a person cannot resist a thing. We are in a world where teens can accept anything. They cannot say no solely because their parents never reached out to them, because their parents never talked to them about it, because their parents never taught them to say no. And as a parent, it is incumbent upon you to teach your child to say no. Can you teach your child, however young they may be, can you teach them to say no? They don't have to accept each and everything that comes their way. There comes a time in life where a person can say yes and where a person can say no. The question is, how can you teach your child to say no? And these are some of the ways in which you can teach your child to say no. Number one, teach them to be clear about their priorities. What do I mean priorities? Let your child know what they want. By them knowing what they want, they will be able to differentiate between the good and the bad. They are what we call ethical morals. They are what we call integral principles. Can your child decide what is good for him or her and deviate from that which is bad by refusing it? Refusing the powers of peer pressure, refusing to go out to drink, refusing sex, refusing homosexuality. That is what we mean by saying no. Number two, teach your child to think about the future. What do I mean by teaching your child to think about the future? Teach them to believe and know that they don't have to have each and everything today. They will get it in the future. Be an example to them. Show them that whatever you have, you got it after a process or through a process. And they also have to go through that process in order to get it. Number three, teach your child the art of persistence. Through persistence, a person will be able to know that in order for me to achieve whatever I want, I have to persist. That in order for me not to do some things, I have to remain on my principles. Number four, teach your children to say no. They don't have to accept each and everything that comes their way. Teach them to say no. No to early sex, no to homosexuality, no to atheism, no to so many things which come their way, no to gambling. Put values into your child. Speak values into your child. Speak values into your child and teach them as a parent through the words you say and what you do. Be a living example to this child. Another thing, let your child be contented with what you give them. Contentment. And let contentment come from the heart. Tell your child that that is what you can afford. You don't have to sugarcoat something. Don't show them that you're rich, because time is going to come when you cannot afford to provide for them what you've been providing. And what will it teach them? They'll look for other people who can provide. And at the end of it all, they will end up getting spoiled. That is why you need to tell your child who you are, what you can afford and what you can't afford. And what you can't afford. Through that, you'll be able to establish in them what we call a no principle. It is incumbent upon you as a parent to teach your child to say no. We have organized a camp. It is going to begin from the 6th of January to the 11th of January 2025. And we are going to welcome children from the ages of 8 to the ages of 18. Purpose for your child to be there. You're all welcome. Thank you.